A ton of brand new Pokemon information just dropped for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. Let's jump into it.
Butterfree, go!
Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka A-Drive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we are diving into some news that came out of seemingly nowhere here at the end of May for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. They not only gave us cover arts, but they gave us the release dates as well, so we can plan out our end of year and early next year, and they have done something that I never anticipated coming. The release dates are incredibly close together. So without further ado, we're gonna break all this down. But before we do that, like the video if you haven't done so yet. If you are excited for these two Pokemon games, show some love. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as I post Pokemon videos every single day. And you don't wanna miss out on our awesome news coverage as we are headed into rumor and leak season, baby. Let's get it. Okay, first things first, we have Cerebi reporting that Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is gonna be released on November 19th. And we have the cover art here for these two games, which shows Dialga and Palkia with various kind of glowing radiance outside of different parts of them. Palkia's arm, Dialga's chest. One thing I do find very interesting here now, again, this news just broke, so we haven't broken down the logos or things like that. But one thing I find interesting here is that it doesn't seem to be a new form, but it does seem as though that they are accessing or unlocking some sort of potential or some sort of energy from them, which I find to be very interesting. November 19th was pretty much what we expected, I think, in terms of releases. Generally, the Pokemon, as I flip through my calendar right now, generally the Pokemon Company likes to aim for the Friday before Thanksgiving here in the United States, and that's exactly what they do, the Friday before Black Friday. This aligns perfectly with that. I've done many marathon launch events over at the Thanksgiving holiday, so I know all about that. Exactly what we expected for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl release date. I thought that there was a chance that it could be September, October, but November made the most sense. And the only reason why I thought it might be earlier is just because of the potential of Legends Arceus coming out so soon, short thereafter. But this is where they changed the game, and this is where things got very, very surprising to me. They show us this beautiful cover art for Legends Arceus, which shows them looking out over this mountain. Of course, Mount Coronet. You've got this Rhyhorn, Ralts, a couple other cool Pokemon like Lucario, Staraptor, Rowlet, some of the native Sinnoh Pokemon. And that is going to be coming out on January 28th. That's really not that far away. We're talking legitimately 2 months. I mean, really like 9 weeks away, right? So November to December, December to January. Yeah, I mean, we're really talking like 9 weeks away, 10 weeks away between these games, which tells me one of a couple things. One, it tells me that the content in Legends Arceus is going to be the main focus here. What it also tells me that Diamond and Pearl remakes probably don't have a ton extra going on for them. But man, this is a wild time as a Pokemon fan to get these two games to be released so close together. That is the closest. I mean, like I said, I'm a marketer. For those who don't know, I have a degree in marketing and I study marketing. And this is kind of crazy and really unprecedented. You usually don't see companies like this releasing multiple things of the same style that short time frame, because you do what's called cannibalization. You kind of jeopardize the sales of one product for the other one. So in doing what they just did by announcing both of these release dates simultaneously, they could potentially be cannibalizing the sales of Diamond and Pearl remakes in favor of Legends Arceus, because people will say, well, I'm gonna hold off on my 60 bucks now on Diamond and Pearl remakes, and I'm just gonna play Legends Arceus. So that could prove to be a very bad play from Pokemon. We're gonna have to see how it all plays out. As a Pokemon fan, I'm over the moon, because I'm like, wow, I get 2 games back to back. As a Pokemon content creator, I'm on another universe, because I'm so excited about it. But from a marketing standpoint, it does seem interesting. So I'm gonna watch how this plays out. If we see sales figures for Diamond and Pearl remakes tank, simply on that premise alone. Again, $60 is a lot of money to spend on a video game, so not everyone's just going to be throwing that out there. We have some other updates. Cerebi also reports that Pokemon Home's June update includes a catch calendar that lets you keep track of your Pokemon when they were caught, and a model viewer. It also gives a Gigantamax, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. So some pretty cool stuff there for Pokemon Home, so you can update your Pokemon Home in June, and now they'll show you when you caught your Pokemon, which I actually think is cool. The only thing I will say about it, though, is you could easily have the wrong date on a Pokemon because your Switch or your 3DS or a different console was on the wrong date. I know, like, my 3DS is on, I don't even know what date it is on that thing. So there's always the chance of that, and then a lot of people, you know, obviously did some manipulation with their different, their settings and stuff like that. But when we look at the cover arts here for Shining Pearl, there's a dual pack of Dialga and Palkia. They announced a dual pack, so you can actually get both of them. Very interesting stuff here. Again, you see the Dialga glowing out of that diamond. You see the Palkia glowing out of that arm. But conversely, when we go back to Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we notice that their Omega forms, or their Mega Evolutions, or their Primal forms, their Omega forms, their Primal forms are actually indicated on the art. The Groudon and the Kyogre are the Primal forms on their art, which is very, very interesting. So we'll have to see what's going on there. I think that that's something worth mentioning is we've got this cover art for Diamond and Pearl, Dialga and Palkia, but it doesn't show them in a new form. So I think a lot of the speculation about Primal forms, we'll have to see what's going on with that. Furthermore, I think one thing that's super interesting is here we have the cover art again for Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you look very, very closely at the top of Mount Coronet, it looks as though there's a house at the top of the mountain. Why is there a house on top of the mountain? I mean, I played through the games. I don't really recall, you know, finding a house on top of the mountain, but that's something to make note of. Could there be some secrets here in Legends Arceus? Now, again, this is taking place at a different time, so who knows? Maybe a volcano erupted and it took out the house. I don't know. But either way, there is seemingly a house on top of this mountain that's definitely significant. I don't think they just put it there to put it there. So that's going to be interesting to explore kind of the feudal Japan Sinnoh region in Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is crazy. I can't believe they just dropped all this stuff. So to recap, we just randomly got this crazy drop here on the 26th of May, giving us the release dates for Legends Arceus, which is set to be coming out in January 28th is the release date of that, the tail end of January, which is before Pokemon Day. I was actually thinking it was going to come out a little bit later. That's the final Friday in January, which happens to be when a lot of people end their winter break, I guess, if you're in school or college. I remember that was about when my college winter break ended. And Diamond Pearl remakes, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are coming out on November 19th. That is the Friday before Thanksgiving in the United States. And I believe that makes it the third Friday in November, which is going to be pretty wild. And again, very close together, these two games. As a content creator, as a fan, I'm very excited about it. But I pass the question to you, A-Drive Army. What are your thoughts on this situation? Are you glad that the games are coming so close to each other, or would you rather them spread out a little bit? I was anticipating, like I said, maybe September, October, November, and then February, March, not so much end of January. They are spread out enough. 10 weeks, 9-10 weeks is still a good amount of time, but in the world of marketing, again, very, very strange. I do feel like there has to almost be, and it would be a terrible mistake on their end if they didn't do this, there has to be some sort of incentive for people to be able to, if you buy Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, maybe you get some sort of a bonus in Legends Arceus. I feel like they have to incentivize that, because again, marketing cannibalism, man, I feel like they're going to lose sales to their own game, which is what you generally don't want to do, but maybe they just think the Pokemon fan base is super resilient and they'll just buy it regardless. Another big take, again, the cover art's potentially not showcasing anything in terms of new forms, primal forms, etc. Does that mean they're completely off the table? I don't think so, but it's very interesting because, again, back in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they were indeed teased on the cover art. Now, you might be asking, what is next, A-Drive? Well, a lot of people are speculating there's going to be a Pokemon Presents coming up over the next few weeks. Prior to E3 announcements, I thought we were going to get a proper presentation for this stuff. The fact that it just dropped is very interesting. I do wonder if it was leaked, or, you know, if it was leaked and then they just posted it because they wanted to get ahead of the leaks, or what happened. But very interesting stuff there. So keep an eye out over the next week or two. Yeah, I would say about the next 2 weeks. I think we could very well get a Pokemon presentation. Pokemon Unite still in the pipeline. We'll have to see what throws down, what the next bit of information is here for Pokemon Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, and of course, Legends Arceus. Be sure to hit that like button down below if you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let me know your thoughts on the release dates, the cover arts, and everything in between for the Pokemon franchise. My name is Dan. I also go by A-Drive, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.